I'm just joking. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video. It's been like almost a week. Well, no, it's been over a week. It's been like 10 days. Yeah. It's been 10 days. The reason I haven't made a video in a while is just because of this whole coronavirus thing. Everyone's going off the rails. I've just been super busy. I know you should be quarantined, but I still work throughout this whole thing. And just been like super busy at my work. But no, I wanted to make a video about this whole coronavirus thing. This is a historical thing. Like most people are not grasping it right now, but it's a historical thing that'll go down in history. Like people will look, like the stock market's down, business, everything. Never has sports just stopped. Like I'm pretty sure during World War II, there was still sports. Like when was the last time sports just stopped? Like every form. So this is like a huge historical thing. It has a huge impact on the global economic system, all that good stuff. I'm not here today to talk to you about economics and markets and all that nonsense. I'm here today to talk to you about coronavirus and NBA. What are the impacts that the coronavirus has on the NBA? The season's been shortened. It's been cut in half now, and everything's in the air as to how to go on about the league. Like, are we gonna try and salvage the season? All that stuff. A lot of players tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. Kevin Durant is a notable one. Rudy Gobert, what he did was just stupid. If you don't know, he was at a press conference and started touching all the microphones and everything and joking about it. Then the next day he like got it, and he had like to apologize and everything, which I just think was dumb. Gave it to his teammates. But aside from that, just what are the implications that the coronavirus is gonna have? Okay, so let's see. The season's shortened. It's giving a lot of these players a lot of rest time. If we don't salvage the season, what's gonna happen? Like, do we just? Adam Silva's come out and he talked about he's open to any and all ideas as to how to go on about the season and how to salvage it and have everything. Maybe do like a tournament for charity, all that good stuff. But if we do salvage it, let's say this whole coronavirus thing blows over a month's time, or it doesn't blow over, that's not gonna happen, but let's say it's died down to the point where we could salvage the season. Okay, so do we come back in the summer and play? I'm pretty sure the regular season is done. What the standings are right now, or what they're gonna be for the playoffs. All right, sorry to the teams that were in a fight. It's done. All right, everyone's affected by this thing. You're just gonna have to take care. That's just the way it goes. That's just how the game gets played now. But what about the playoffs? All right, the playoffs, we can have a 6-team tournament. We could just have 6 teams from each conference play each other instead of the normal 8. We could do that. A lot of these players that are testing positive for or not out there, a lot of these players are not working out. Like they're not working out and staying in shape. Like granted, LeBron's staying in shape. A lot of these elite players are staying in shape, but a lot of these guys can't stay in shape, you know, because they just can't go out. Some of them live in apartments, right? They may be good apartments, but they live in apartments and they don't have access to equipment, you know, because all the gyms are closed and everything, you know. A lot of the like rookies, players that don't live in mansions out in LA and stuff like that or whatever, you know, they can't just go home to their home gym, you know, they got to go to a facility. Now, a lot of these facilities are closed. So the question that's posed is, when they come back, what's going to happen? Like, do you give them a few days to get in shape? They're not going to be them like ready to go right away for playoff style basketball. So that's a thing that I'm concerned about. Another thing I'm concerned about is how this thing's impacting the NBA financially. A bunch of tickets lost, but I guess that's everyone, you know. A lot of businesses are losing money over this whole thing. Any NBA will survive without a few $100 million here or there. The thing I'm another concerned about is what are the implications on players' legacies because of this whole coronavirus thing. For example, LeBron, right? LeBron is in his 17th season. He's 35, I think, or something like that. Doesn't have a lot of years left. He's got maybe 3. I know he's gonna try and stick it out to be able to still play with his son, but he's got 3 solid years left. This year was one of his really good seasons, right? He wasted last year. It was a fluke of a season, but this year he's dominating. They're playing. He's got the team that he wanted, a contender type team that has a legitimate chance of winning, you know. LeBron's chasing Michael Jordan. He has 3 rings right now. This year was a legitimate season for him to win MVP and to win another championships. Both things super crucial to his legacy. And a powerful figure like LeBron in the league, I think that him and a bunch of other players are gonna try and salvage the season. And they're gonna try and salvage the season in a bunch of ways. Like they're gonna push to have the season played. It's another ring that LeBron can get. If he doesn't get it this year, he's older next year, he's slower next year, he's not as strong next year. It's in LeBron's best interest to salvage the season. So I think with him leading the fight, telling the commissioner and everything to salvage the season, I think that's gonna be a factor in how this thing's gonna end out. If I was a betting man, I'd probably bet 60-40 the season comes comes back. You know, him, and like, what about Giannis? Giannis this year in Milwaukee, this year's one of their good years. Next year, like as I stated in my other video, Giannis to Golden State, next year doesn't get easy. This year was one of his windows to win this championship, you know? If this year goes out the window, you know, then he's gonna have to play the season next year with the thought of him being a free agency that following the summer in the back of everyone's mind. So what does that mean for him? He's gonna probably push to get this thing going. Chris Paul and the Players Association, I know they're gonna try and get this thing going. Players are gonna push for it. I think some players are gonna push. I'd be surprised if they don't push for it, because it's in their best interest if it dies down to the point where they can play it. And then how this thing is gonna play out. Let's say we play the playoffs in the summer and then do the draft in September. We'll play towards December. And what sucks about that is your season starts out now. You're gonna be playing, and you're gonna have to be competing with the NFL for viewership. And we all know the NFL owns Sundays and Thursdays. Okay, you can't just compete with them. You can't compete with the NFL. You know, and what does that mean? Again, the league's gonna lose more money because of that. Less viewerships. Another thing that's also I'm bothered about is no matter who wins this year's championship, if it is played out, it's an asterisk on that championship. It's like the Houston Asterix. Don't let the coronavirus distract you from the fact that Houston Astros cheated. But I digress. It's an asterisk on that championship. Like, this championship means a lot to LeBron if he wins it. 10, 15 years from now on, people are talking, yeah, well, LeBron won his 4th championship only because he had half of a season. You know, all the other players, everyone, it wasn't a legit season. Does he really want that on his legacy? Like, is that what's gonna go down? Like, you know, I don't know. This whole coronavirus thing, I mean, it's great content. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not making light of coronavirus thing here. It's very serious. Wash your hands. Stay inside, stay isolated. I'm sorry I made the joke, but back to LeBron. If whoever wins it, Giannis if he wins it, he's gonna have to solidify himself again by winning another championship, because this one's always gonna have that asterisk on it, and people are always gonna say, well, it wasn't really real. It was half of a season. Some teams didn't play in the playoffs because it could be a 6-team from each conference. You know, it just wasn't a traditional NBA season, and those are the things that I'm really concerned about. I'm really concerned about, you know, the whole sports world. I'm concerned about that. I don't know how it's gonna go down. I hope everyone's fine. I hope everyone recovers. I hope you guys are staying safe. I'm gonna still try and make a bunch of videos about like sports, obviously, throughout this whole thing. I still got a bunch of content I can do. I don't need like sports every day. I've been busy with like working and doing all that stuff. So I don't know. Thanks for tuning in though. I appreciate it. Out.